A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was a Sith Lord named Hate Napkinus. But goddamn, that's way too far away. But you got the Hate Napkin right here on planet Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 10, season 1 of the Hate Napkin. I am your co-host, Eric Bjorn. We are joined by our other co-host and pop culture guru, Garrett Kellerhall. Say hi to the group.
Hello, everybody.
And our special guest star from Burntcorn,
Alabama.
She is the consigliere of the local Dairy Queen. And, right, is that chief counsel, something like that?
Not even close, but you keep going.
And editor of the 3M Post-it Note, Carla from Burntcorn. And we got Pauly from Bali, our sound engineer, our expat abroad in Asia. And tonight he's joining us from Singapore.
Yeah,
wow,
Singapore
awesome.
Today, Singapore.
So we want to thank our sponsor, Regal Prints. That's regalprints.com. Go to regalprints.com. Scrap the wwws. We don't like them. They're on the Hate Napkin. For all of your advertising needs in the Midlands and Colombia. But if you happen to be joining us from Perth, Australia or Singapore, you're probably out of luck. But go to regalprints.com for all your advertising needs. You can find us on just thehatenapkin.com. And we also have a presence on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want to tell us what you hate, please send us an email to info@thehatenapkin.com. That's info@thehatenapkin.com. Speaking of which, Carla from Burntcorn, I hear that you've been rifling through the mailbox this week. What do you got for us?
I got a doozy. I had to read this one 3 or 4 times out loud to keep from getting hysterical. It was so good. Dear Hate Napkiners, I love how everybody gives us another name. My name is Janine, and I'm writing to you from an undisclosed location. You'll understand why when I tell you what's on my Hate Napkin. Endless commercials, regular TV, cable, YouTube, doesn't matter. Everything has been monetized to the point where by the time we get back from the commercial break, I can't even remember what I was watching. So I decided to subscribe to Discovery Plus because they have an option where if I pay a little extra every month, I can watch it commercial free. No more drug ads, no more ladies' monthly products ads, no more erectile dysfunction ads, no more of those weirdo Matthew McConaughey Lincoln ads where somehow driving this car you can't afford makes you go all philosophical and shit. The weird thing is, I'm now addicted to crime shows about people committing murder. All kinds of murder, matricide, patricide, neighborcide, loverside. Want my family to leave me all the hell alone? Tell them there's a Snapped marathon on TV and I'm not cooking dinner. Not familiar with it? What is Snapped? Well, it's a program where women murder, mostly family members and lovers. You know you're getting to the good part when you hear, and then she snapped. But it's a show I can watch commercial free, and it's given me ideas. Now you know why I'm writing from an undisclosed location. YouTube, TV, hell, even Facebook videos. I'm talking to all of you. I suspect you're personally responsible for people like me even thinking these dark thoughts. Maybe knock it the hell off with the commercials and nobody gets hurt. Janine. Did I say my name is Janine? No, it's Susan. My name is Susan. Gotta go. That's it.
I love it. I love it. Garrett, it's been a while since we've seen you. Let's let you weigh in on Janine from undisclosed location.
Susan.
Oh, Susan, sorry. Jusen. Sanine? What are your thoughts there, Garrett?
I think they found the solution to their problem.
Murder. Here's the thing. Okay, Jusen, wherever you are out there, here's where I really agree with you. I've got Hulu. I'm paying for Hulu. Yet I got to sit through commercials. What is this? Either I don't pay and I got to suffer through commercials, or I do pay and I should not get commercials. But you can't have a combination. That's abject bullshit. So I'm Murder She Wrote. I'm Jusen. I'm right with you there. I'm sick. I didn't even have TV forever, but I got Hulu. I know I'm watching commercials for the first time in years, and I just
don't blame Agatha Christie though. Come on, the larger issue she's bringing up is that the current heroes in these shows are the sociopath, the person winning, the Dexter. So everyone now models themselves after the sociopath murderer. And why do you think society has problems? Agatha Christie, Columbo, they were finding the villain. They weren't the villain. This is insanity. Put
That's a good point.
glorifying sociopaths on the hate napkin, thanks to Janine.
Actually, then we get a nice shot of Garrett's cat's anus.
You
We always
do,
have, somehow
but
somehow we always get there in the first 5 minutes of every show.
this is true. Buttholes. We love them. But I have a confession to make. After I read that letter.
Oh, really?
Yes, I
Good thing we're not recording.
I subscribe to Discovery Plus. And you know what? She's right. You do not lose your train of thought as you're watching this thing, because you can watch it from beginning to end. So what was an hour program? I love Evil Lives here. When you get through, if you watch it on TV, it's an hour-long show. If you watch it on YouTube, it's 40 minutes, or it's 38 minutes. Or if you watch it on Discovery Plus, rather, it's 38 minutes. I remember back in the 60s, if you watched an hour-long TV show, about 12 minutes was commercials. And now it's 22 minutes.
So that actually brings up a question for the group. I have a nostalgia in my mind from commercials back in the 70s. Like the old McDonald's ads, quack, quack, waddle, waddle, quack, quack, waddle, waddle. I mean, all these jingles are stuck in my head. But to my mind, there was something, I don't know, commercials were better. Today, they just seem mind-numbing. I mean, is there anything worse than sitting through, you're watching a show with your mom and the ED, the erectile dysfunction commercials come on, and you just start like,
Well, what else are you going to advertise to potential murderers? Your demographics are future murderers, okay? The shows used to be sweet, like Seventh Heaven or Touched by an Uncle, and now it's this whole horrible, the murderer's the hero. I'm done with this sociopath world.
You haven't even watched American television in 15 years. You don't know what you're talking about. So, Garrett, you watch,
it ain't the Wonder Years, okay?
Which they're
not
rebooting, by the way. By the way, this show brought to you by the reboot of The Wonder Years and RegalPrince.com. All right. Endless commercials. See, now, I don't want to go too deep into that because there are about 6 things on my list for future episodes that are about commercials. So I don't want to dip too deep into that. But I totally agree that commercials are something of like the 6th ring of hell, or an indication that the apocalypse is nigh. I don't know. Has anybody ever seen commercials in other countries, by the way? Like in Australia, they're actually interesting because everybody's naked. I mean, you want to sell a product, you want to sell me some Haagen-Dazs, you get a bunch of naked people running around licking ice cream. I'm interested.
And I've only ever seen them in Mexico, and it's always the same guy who narrates them. Domingo, Domingo, Domingo.
It's the same guy who does the football announcing. He does all of the commercials in Mexico.
I think so.
All right. I like that. Thank you, Janine/Susan in undisclosed location, United States. Garrett, it's been a while since we've seen you. We know you're writhing with hate. Throw us one right down the pike.
Right down the pike. Let's just go pissing contests. In general, pissing contests between, A versus B, or, you name it. Getting fed up with pissing contests. They're pretty much running.
The show was a pissing contest. But that's what we're doing with each other.
Yeah,
today.
well, here's the deal. I got one better than that.
Exactly.
No, I couldn't agree more. We're always trying to one-up each other in society. Here on this show, I don't feel like we're trying to one-up each other so much as we're trying to cut each other at the knees.
I thought that's what this show was all about.
I I like that. Can anybody think of some examples of pissing contests out there?
God, turn on any video and you'll see a whole collection of Karens. They're popular all over the internet.
So it's like a murder of crows and a collection of Karens. Is that?
Yeah, it's like
I think we see this in music a lot. I think in pop culture, and I don't even think they're real. Half the time, I think these are all staged. All
Yeah,
the
they're
pissing
they're in
contests.
every comment section, and I do think there is an element of the people in the countries where they can't speak out or able to mess with other societies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, versus the U.S.
And the
pissing contest.
Political
where we've just-
penalty box.
Yeah, penalty box. Penalty box.
mm,
Give them the rubber chicken, ladies and gentlemen. No, I mean, I don't know. The U.S. has been engaged in a pissing contest where we just piss on the rest of the planet for the last 200 years. But, and as far as that's concerned, I think we won. But, I'm not really proud of that. So I'll probably go to the penalty box too. So we'll let Carla and Garrett take it for a few minutes.
I'm mostly just pissed about my cat peeing on things. That's really the pissing contest I was.
It was an actual
referring to.
pissing contest.
Oh, an actual pissing contest.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. When you
Yeah,
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah,
When you come home and your animal or your child
Yep.
has peed on something to claim it.
Yep. Exactly. That's the
Yeah.
pissing contest. It's really driving me crazy right now.
And here I was thinking we were talking like Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. No, we're actually talking about urine
Literally
on
pissing in the
duvet.
house. Yeah.
You have Carla? Do we have that in the home? And burnt corn? Do we have Gus and the other animals? Are they marking Cletus ever? Or
the time we've had Gus, he's only ever peed in the house once, and it was because Cletus was so busy gaming that he couldn't remember that he owns a dog. So naturally, the dog that he had to have is the one that I end up taking out most of the time.
I was
So
freaking
Cletus
wet
won the
himself while
piss-
gaming. That's good.
I was gonna say, sounds to me like Cletus actually won the pissing contest.
Not until he had to clean up the rug.
I like that pissing contest. Definitely on the Hate Napkin, along with endless commercials. All right, Carla, let's hit us with one of your own.
Probably one of my top two children, people who allow their children to terrorize restaurants and stores, all the while they stand there pretending like they're childless. And it's like, and no, I don't think that this makes me an asshole. Okay. I didn't become mother until I was 60 years old, and I was gifted with my great nephew, who is now my son. And he just never misbehaves in public, because for all the crap that kid went through, he is the most polite kid. But I will go to a restaurant, well, I used to, when life was normal, and these kids are just screaming and hollering and running up and down and hitting people. And these people just sit there like, not my kid. And it's like, I'm pretty sure I saw you walk in with them. I was at the license bureau a couple of weeks ago. I had to go get my driver's license renewed. And there was this kid that was, our license bureau was in the Chamber of Commerce building. And they've got a conference room over to the side. And there's a sign there. No.
Burnt corn has a Chamber of Commerce building. That's incredible.
It's an area Chamber of Commerce. It covers like 5 or 6 towns. And there's a sign there that says positively no entry. And this kid is running around the conference room table. And this woman's just standing there pretending like she doesn't know who this kid is and she doesn't hear anything. And I finally walked over there and I said, "Get out of there." And oh, did mommy give me the snotty look. And I said, "You do it again, and you're going to come spend some quality time next to Auntie Carla." And she turned around and started in on me. And I was like, lady, take your spawn somewhere else. Nobody wants this. And she got mad and stormed out. Everybody stood up and started applauding. It was great.
The reason she ran out, the first thing she did was look up Spawn on her phone.
Oh, I'm sure. And she's like, I'm pretty sure that's not how I got knocked up when I was 16.
Listen, that doesn't belong on the hate napkin. That belongs on a bronze placard, above at the entryway of every city.
Oh, look, babies crying on airplanes. I don't have a problem with it. I'm the first one to go, give me the baby. Let me hold the baby.
Or just put it in cargo.
Stop.
It's pressurized.
Stop. I hate that.
So we've got a pissing contest, children who terrorize, endless commercials, and I'm going to throw one out there now. I try not to use the F-bomb. I really detest gift coffee mugs. I am sick and tired of the gift coffee mug. You go to the Sistine Chapel and they're selling coffee mugs. You go, I don't care, Niagara Falls coffee mugs. You go to Burnt Corn. Oh my God. Carla is drinking.
Whatever are you talking about?
It seems to have.
It's a glory hole coffee mug.
It's
I like
a glory hole coffee mug, folks. I don't know how to describe this other than it says, I've been around Atlanta. Clearly, it's advertising the fair city of
gas
Atlanta,
station.
But there's a giant hole in the middle of the mug that goes all the way through.
I've been to every truck stop in Atlanta.
It's a smooth hole. It seems like this mug could have several functions in addition to, or several, it could process different libations.
Well, if you like cream in your coffee, it's convenient.
Folks, when this episode hits YouTube, it's going to be worth watching, just for no reason other than Carla's glory hole coffee mug. But see, this is what I'm. Go ahead.
And the sister coffee mug to.
Oh God!
Glory hole.
Oh, he's got a Hamilton, King George. See, these are the things listen. This is an abomination.
He hates it.
I didn't think you could find a gayer coffee mug, and he did it.
Man, between Carla
glory hole one.
This episode's definitely. I can't wait to name this episode. Okay, anyways, every single one of us has a cabinet full of probably $150 to $200 worth of absolutely worthless ceramic with some stupid thing printed on it.
Do not.
Carla has a second coffee mug.
It was just sitting on my desk.
Hold it up to the. Oh, it's Memphis. It shows a stupid pig holding up some sort of a tray of
Memphis barbecue.
Because when you drink coffee, you really need to be thinking of pigs in flame.
Well, why is a pig cooking his own too? It makes no sense. That thing.
Yeah. Okay. Why the pig
and
snapped?
Then he snapped.
The pig is in undisclosed location.
Sociopath pig.
The pig snapped
on the list.
Yes.
That's right. Instead of finding the person, and instead of trying to find the criminal that killed the other pig, we're glorifying the pig that's roasting. That's glorifying cannibalism. But anyways, we lost. I think Garrett was so offended by my hatred of coffee mugs that he stormed off set. Although I have a feeling.
Yeah, he's probably went to the kitchen.
Yeah, I know. He's going to come back.
It's show and tell time.
He's going to have like one hanging off of each finger. It's stupid. I mean, go get yourself a nice plain ceramic mug and drink out of it. But this is the American way. Or just, I remember I was in Petra, Jordan, one of the most remote and yet amazing ancient sites in all the world. And you have to, Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail, where they go through that very narrow passageway. That's real. That's Petra. And you get in the temple where the Holy Grail is. I mean, that's an actual real temple carved into the cliffs. You get there, you spend an hour and a half going through El Seek, it's called. You get to the end, and there's this beautiful, marvelous city of Petra, the Nabatean capital, carved, the whole city carved into rocks. And the first thing you see
The
are
gift shop.
tables and tables of keychains, coffee mugs with pictures of it's just so pathetic.
My
It's just
parents
pathetic.
visited the Holy Land, and all I got was this lousy coffee cup.
Right. Jesus Christ. I'm sure that's what the mug says. Okay, so I'm tired of that kind of commercialism, but I guess it drives the economy, right? We got to have these kitschy. You know, what'd be really cool is if you went to this really awesome tourist site and all they had were just plain mugs with nothing on them. Like if you went to the St. Louis Arch and the gift shop just had just plain old ceramic mugs, no stamps, no pictures of arches, nothing. T-shirts are just plain T-shirts.
That's
Well,
a
that would
great
be the-
idea. I could buy a bunch of them and just pretend that I've traveled.
Okay. Well, so ladies and gentlemen, at this exciting episode number 10, we had a wonderful letter from Janine/Susan from undisclosed location declaring her hatred of endless commercials to the hate napkiners, I think she called us. Garrett expressed his hatred of pissing contests. Carla can't stand parents who let their children terrorize the world. I can't stand gift coffee mugs, which probably means we'll get endless pictures of them at info@thehatenapkin.com going forward. That's info@thehatenapkin.com. But if you want to memorialize your gift tourist coffee mug on a sign, go to regalprints.com. That's regalprints.com. They'll be happy to make you a 3x4 foot placard of the most gaudy ceramic mug in the house. Speaking of gaudy mugs, Pauly from Bali is our sound engineer. And again, our special guest star was Carla from Burnt Corn, Alabama, and G-Man, Garrett Keller Hall's co-host and pop culture guru, and I'm your other co-host, Eric Bjorn. Again, visit us at www.thehatenapkin.com. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll send out some twats about things that we truly hate. All right, everybody. See you next Tuesday.